Welcome back. Today we are going to start the process of fleshing out your future self. This is now the beginning of your identity shift. Let's talk about identity real quick. And I want to make this simple so that as soon as you hear this, you can think about it and it becomes clear to you. Your identity informs your experience. How you see yourself is how you will see the world. And that's how the world is going to see you. Let that sink in. So what we are going to do is change how you see yourself, and your life will completely change. So let's start with our imagination. I want you to start imagining the Optimus version of yourself, your future self. This is the perfect statue model of who you want to become. Give it senses. Tap into your own senses. What do you look like? Are you extremely fit? Do you have a perfect relationship? Are you so wealthy you'll never have to think about money? Give all of these attributes and characteristics about yourself and visualize that. This is a character. You need to be able to see it, believe it, and feel into it. We have to consistently do this to cultivate a reality. We need to cultivate this character so that it's so vivid, we believe it exists. So in the imagination, all those characteristics, all of your desires, everything you want, you have it all. You look exactly how you want to look. You feel exactly how you want to feel. You're doing exactly what you want to do. You have exactly what you want. Now, what if I told you you can have all of that? Like this. You can. And your action is simple. You need to decide to be that. And back to the beginning here. Your identity informs your experience. How you see yourself is how you are going to see the world, and it will reflect back at you. So think about it. How do you see yourself now? And see how different the future version of yourself is. So I want to take a second and connect with you. Some of the stuff that I say during this quest may seem a little far-fetched, or you're a little disconnected from it, and maybe the belief isn't there. But the truth is, all of this stuff is simple. It's very simple to practice. And what you'll find is that if you have any struggles, or you're going through points in your life where there's resistance, things aren't going your way, a lot of negative occurrences are starting to happen in your world, and you start to see that you start shifting in this fear-based model of thinking. You start to think a little bit on, why is this happening? I don't understand where this is coming from. And you start to notice that your thoughts start to become a little overwhelming, and they start to bring us down. Now, all of that is accumulating. So in that scenario, and we have all been there, if we can reflect and actually be self-aware of our experiences and look back when you were acting out of that reality, you can see that it's very simple how to shift your perspective. Something happens in life, it may shift your perspective. So if this occurrence happens, why can't we look at exactly who we want to be, what we want to do, and become it? It's as simple as that. But we have to train ourselves to understand, one, how do we and where do we start? How do we put that into practice? And then how do we manifest that into reality? So these are all the tools that I am giving you. And I love the identity shift. I want you to upgrade your identity. Out of this whole quest, if you can upgrade your identity, none of this stuff matters except for that component. Because as soon as your identity shifts, your world will shift. And that's all you need. Because then, As you reflect out, the world will reflect in. You have clarity on what you want. You have clarity on what you want to do, and you will get all of those.